Thanks for staying with us. So today we're discussing social media and memories of things we post, how long they last, if they can actually affect our future in different ways. I'd like to hear your thoughts because there's a story that caught our attention from, I think, a lady called Moore, and she was saying that the story, I saw the story in on an online blogger saying that a lady had lost a job opportunity after her prospective female employer ran a search on her handle and found malicious stories she wrote about the employer. Now, this is an interesting conversation because every day we go online and say things. I mean, many of us have been followed and trolled by different people, and these are the same people that in future, at some point, I might see one of them and want to interview somebody and then realize, well, let me check your handle, see what they're about, and then realize there's a trail that shows how malicious they've been to so many other people. Now, they call them online footprints that you leave about yourself, that you don't know where it's going to bite you in future. What are your thoughts on this? This is just one tweet, and it's the start of our conversation today. How responsible? Yes, we're asking government to find a way to regulate social media, but how do we regulate ourselves? What are the things we need to put in place to ensure that we have a bit of control of what we do? Please join the conversation on 081-270-53687. You can also tweet to that TVC. Can I please hashtag YourView TVC so we can read your tweets? Nima, let me start with you. What are your thoughts on this?
Even you ask, I've not even finished reading the story. I'm just getting excited. I'm waiting for my own opportunity if it comes. I'm telling you. So this lady said somebody had reached out to her to employ a person. Then she said, tell the person to send a DM. And then that one now fed back her sister who was trying to connect her with the employer that I tried to send DM, but it seems like the handle is private or I have been blocked. Pretending she did not know the handle. Then the employer went on her handle and searched the handle of the person looking for a job, only to find out that in the past she had alleged in her writing on her post, which is why she was blocked, that she was an olosho, a prostitute, and that she was snatching people's husbands. So you can conveniently sit behind a keypad now without a face, forgetting that your facelessness will not be so useful for so long. And see what she has done. Sometimes the sheet you sheet for afternoon, you can walk into it in the night and it will still be fresh, not dry. That's the kind of thing that this is. Because some people just continue to act recklessly in the name of this social media, especially these Gen Zs, I don't know why. They think that, the social media, it empowers, and anything that empowers you, according to my belief, must humble you because it can be taken and twisted anytime at all in life. Your time is now. When you're in that power, don't forget of the time of weakness. The Prophet Sallallahu used to say, compare your strength and use it to save up for your time of weakness. You don't know when it will come. This tweet is just so nice for this Friday, and I'm just enjoying it.
Well, good for you.
It's a good sermon for today.
Interestingly, I met two of my trolls. I know them. I mean, they don't, even till now, as I'm saying this, they don't know that I know that it's them, but I know them. And they are not aware. One is my husband's friend, friend's, family member, and I know the person's handle, and I know when the person is trolling me, usually I don't read the of these comments, but sometimes they get the screen grab and send to me, like my husband and my son and Sheung. They'll just see something important and say, please, I block this person. But there are some I leave them because I let them go. But this person in particular, I know the person's handle, but the person doesn't know I know her handle. And then, but I don't engage, I don't talk to her, but I know that this person is somebody that can come to me for something. And I already have in my mind that, okay, this is the kind of person you are. Not that I won't help you, but I know I already know. I like to know my enemies.
You're graded.
That's my own greatest strength. I know who my enemies are, and my enemies don't even know that I know them. The other person is a family member. Family member who I know, and this person, I know the person very well. In fact, over the last year, I met the person. I won't say where I met the person, but I saw the person, and we gisted, we laughed, we discussed. She has no idea that I know that she tweeted something about me that was so bad that now caused a lot of trend. I mean, so about 60-something replies on her own tweet, which she thinks I didn't see. I saw it. But I saw her, I didn't even act as if I saw anything. This was when the whole thing of my husband, Kiniko happened, that my husband cannot that many years ago. She tweeted that thing, maybe she just felt that it was a one-off tweet, but many people replied it, and then it stirred it up. I still saw her, I laughed with her, I gisted with her, but she doesn't know that I know that she tweeted it.
You're good.
So I just moved on, but it's just good to know this thing. I'm not going to use it against anybody, but in this case, the person was able to say, I'm not giving up. I don't know if they're not giving that person the job, but the person knows that this person trolled me, called me an Olo show, and I'm not going to give it.
She's not going to give her a job. I wouldn't give that kind of person a job.
Thank you.
If you insult me and then I find out, I may not ask you, I may not talk to you about it, but I will never do any favor for you.
That's it.
Because, why?
Yeah.
When you have, luckily for anybody that abuses me, I hardly go to read negative. And if I happen to just come across it, I block the person quickly. I don't reply. I just quickly block you. You know, but some people reply, some people read, and it pains them.
Yes.
You know, because I find that there's nothing you can do about it, and your blood will just be boiling. It's better to just quickly delete or block the person.
Yes.
That way, it will pain you for a day or two. After that, you will move on.
But I think the advice, YK, because even though we've experienced it, we can share our own story because we've experienced it, but for the future, young people are being careless. Not even young people, I don't, because the people that I know are not young. One is in university, the other one is not, it's like my age, you know. So they're not all young people. There's some adults that do things without discretion. They do it freely. So how do we get people to realize the importance that every single tweet, every single message you post out there can come back
and
and
every
affect you?
single comment you make. So let's even extend it beyond social media. So I have a friend who I talk to a lot, and she'll just come and say, I have one friend, just always tells me to be careful about you. I'll be like, then be careful about me. Can you please just leave me alone? Because eventually it was getting to me because that particular person I had never met, out the conversation, she just called me out of the blue and said, do you know so person? Do you know that I sat for a full day and I cannot remember that person's name? I had to go online to see whether I can even see the person's face. So I don't know this person from anywhere. And this person visits her house and advises her every time, like say she be spiritualist, that she should be careful around me. I said, okay, please, me go on, I should be now careful around people like that. So please be careful around me. Let all of us be careful. You understand? For just my sanity. And you know, and that person will continue to emphasize it. Only for then later the person puts up an event and that person now calls me, maybe if you had come for the event, I will introduce you. I say, God forbid bad thing. May it not happen. The sun and the moon don't used to jam. May we never jam. Because I don't know this person. If you wake up from your house and it just comes from within your belly to pass such a comment to a friend of mine about me, that friendship is not necessary. So it comes to things like this. Sometimes the signs you see, it doesn't need divination. Once you see your sign, you pick it and go. I would love an interesting conversation. That I would love. Between this, if the situation was one of the social media, I would like to engage someone who's come on my page. Recently, there was a girl. I posted something about a religious video, I think. And then everybody underneath were commenting. I think towards the Christmas or so. So people were commenting. And then there was this particular girl there who said, I insist she's a bigot. I insist, you know, and such hateful comments. I wanted to avoid. Usually I don't read, I don't respond. But the tags were pulling me because you will see when you're tagged on something. And I went to there, I read it. And I just said, I'm so sorry, you need help. To the girl. She came back there and posted another thing, writing all sorts of things. And then I went there and said, oh, I thought it was small, but I think it's worse than I thought. And I left it there. Such a person, if I ever met her, I would love to engage her so that you know, you see me online or you see me from the show and you pick your choice of words. You do not have my background. You didn't grow where I grew up. You can't even exist the kind of circle I move with, of all religions and all faith. You are certainly the bigot. So I would like to see you up front and see you stay in my life for a day or two before you conclude such a thing and go online and write it.
Let us bring this back to this conversation because I know it's really, really, I mean, it's easy, it's difficult because we experience this, and that's why it was easy for us to understand this person's situation. But it's important for us to use this show as an opportunity to help people understand, to remind them of the importance of their comments, their tweets, their posts, and their pictures, how far you go, whatever, because these things are there for life. I mean, I have my own demons too that I'm biting online. And okay, I wish I never posted. I wish I never said that. But whether I like it or not, it's there for life. Our kids are still going to see it. You still have to ask your child will still ask you, Mommy, why did you say this? Is it true that you said that? It's right there. So these are things we must face as we're growing and as adults.
And you see, this age is different from the age where I grew up. The age where I grew up, it was newspaper, and with newspapers, they could use newspaper to wrap akara, use newspaper to wrap dundun. Unless you go to the company, you will not get that newspaper again. But you see, with online, with the latest technology that they have,
they don't forget.
They delete. I was even saying, if your phone, if you take a picture with your phone and you delete it, somebody who is an expert will, and you flash your phone, can still come and bring out that your naked picture. Yes. So when you know you are taking your naked picture, know that you are proud of that naked body.
Yes.
And if it ever comes to light, you will stand by your picture. Everything we do, especially with this technology, it can bite you back.
Yeah. Thank you for even taking me there, because I was actually going to wrap up, but I then realized that many of us, you were not around when we discussed it. We as adults, you're in a relationship, you get really vulnerable and you just let your guards down. You take pictures of your nudity, you're in that moment, I miss you, you miss me, we're talking, I never even knew that, it was not too long ago, it was last year, that my brother saw me having a video call with somebody, and he looked at me twice, like, why are you having a video call with him? And I'm thinking, it's just a video call. He said, you can't be having a video call. Who is this person? It's like, he's like, no. Because in his head, video calls is a bit more impersonal. It's now where you're now talking to, So he immediately realized, no, that person, don't be video calling with anybody. If it's a friend, you can do audio call. In young people's world, video calling is a way that you're starting some kind of relationship. And I never understood that. Of course, that's not what this is. But he made me realize how people are doing video calls now and recording and snapping pictures. You're doing something with them, and they'll just take it as evidence and keep it.
And they keep it.
They can keep it for different things. You never know. It's too risky.
They can
doing
keep
a video call with somebody, you don't even know who the person is.
They will keep it. They will take it out of context.
Exactly.
If you say, I am black, for instance, as opposed to I am yellow, the way they will put it, they will join I am and put the yellow in the place of the black that you say. Well, they take it out of context, and it's so. I think that people should just have conscience. But then it's not everybody that can have conscience. I mean, when you think of the one that happened in Anambra where they beheaded, what kind of human being does that? So there are human beings that are not human beings.
Yeah, they're sick. Somebody can actually take a picture of you in a video call with somebody, remove your outfits, remove your clothes, make it, maybe, for example, if you guys taking a video, edit it that you are naked. And then they post it, and then before you know, so many things are happening that we have to be very, very careful. It's not as good.
I have certain rules that, because what you don't understand, it's better to stay away. Nobody, I don't know, some people will just sit, they want to reach out to you, they send you, they try to call you on Instagram or Facebook. They pick. If you're not a family member, what are you calling me online for?
Exactly.
You send a message, you try to, whatever you want to say, type it. If you cannot, don't send it. I will not take it.
Yeah, I don't even like video calls. If you are not my daughter, don't video call me.
Why are you video calling me?
Exactly. Let me take this call from Damola. Good morning, Damola. Are you there?
No stress.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, you're live.
Hello, good morning.
You are live.
Good morning.
Go ahead, Damola.
Good morning. So I talk about the social media things and sort of that. I feel that you ladies are more affected by this thing because they are.
I can't hear you, Damola.
And always see some comments that I read about you guys. And the best thing to do seriously is to avoid them and have somebody and do your account, because there are some seriously disturbed people out there. And so you shouldn't even have to look at those things unless they affect your person. Because I don't know what you're going through, I don't know your story. And then the advice I have, and I'm wondering, why does this naked thing happen to only ladies? Like, I've never seen a guy in love and post pictures, and then we see it on air and somebody is using it against them. Why is it always this? I feel like you just be careful. Yeah. Women should be careful. You're not the only one in love.
Right.
So she was talking about, the comments that, sometimes when you handle social media, it's better not to read comments for your sanity. And then why do naked nude pictures, when they actually come out, affect women more than men?
Well, we have to wrap up on this, but I think we just want to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like you said, someone said earlier, the footprints stay
Yeah.
there forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Anything you do, just take responsibility for what you do,
Yeah.
and just know that it might come back and bite you. Like this girl who called someone an Olosho, who she didn't know.
She did not, she just accused.
You know, you didn't know her
Yeah.
before. Can you remember the tweets? I can't remember her name, of that girl that died on the train.
Yes. Yes.
And the girl tweeted, I've been shot.
Yes.
And she
Hateful.
went for her.
Hateful comments.
She went for her.
Hateful.
Yeah.
And she had to delete the tweet in the end.
Change that.
But if I ever remember the person, if I ever meet that kind of person, I would
don't
never
want-
respect
I would
her.
never do
don't want
anything
to
with
have
her.
anything.
Ever.
Exactly.
If I have screenshot
Because that girl
handle,
later died.
because I've screenshot that handle, kept the handle of the person that did that, find out her picture, see the person, I would never have
There are
abused that
people
person.
who will find it out for you, even though it's been deleted. That's the point of the old message.
Yes.
Once you do that thing without conscience, it remains no matter how you do it. So be guided. Let's you put empathy first. Anytime we want to do this kind of social media comment, you want to comment, take a while and ask yourself, is this real? Is this me? Does this reflect you yourself? Except maybe yourself, you're just evil. You enjoy people in pain. Because somebody tweeted that she's been shot. The least you can do is leave that story till it's verified. As long as you have not verified, you don't come there and say, die, Joe, go to hell, and all of such nonsense that they wrote in comments.
I mean, that was horrible.
The poor girl later died.
You know, I remember I tweeted a video of myself. I was at a party last week and I was dancing. So I put it on Instagram. I see me enjoying some of the comments. When I was reading the comments, I was laughing, but I could not say anything because she been at me Twitter by myself. She been at me post am, not be person post am for me. So if you like, abuse me. If you like, praise me.
But why abuse? What you don't understand.
They have to run.
Sorry, Mo. This video of my people in Nesako that with the snake that I posted, I was informing you about something from my place. If you are from my place and you want to rebut or rebut what I have said, ask an elder. See what Nima said, though. Isako people, you are from Isako. You show your ancestors, the people that know better than you. Ask them, is she lying or saying the truth? Don't come as a 21-year-old and come and dispute something that I have said without any knowledge. And from that place, I have never heard it. You did not ask. I grew up with old people. If you ask your elders, you will find that story to be true. It took a while for people of like minds who have knowledge of the custom of the people to be coming out and saying, this was a practice. There was a circumcision practice that I found out when I got married. That used to be in the olden days. My grandmother herself didn't do that custom, that ritual in the village. So, but if I said people don't do it in my place, wouldn't I be lying? But if you ask, my grandmother, yes, it existed. We used to do it, but it's since stopped. So, Obas in the past stopped it. Ask your people. Don't just come out and be typing things just for the sake of being correct.
Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll try to take calls and comments on this. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. You can call us on 081-270-53687. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. We're discussing the responsibility we must begin to have when it comes to social media, what we post, what we say, our pictures, what we comment on other people's posts. These are all things that indicate who we are. It points on our character, the kind of person we are, and these are things that employers look at. These are things that possible relationships will look at and review to see the kind of person you truly are. So, especially if you're a young single guy, you're trying to date a woman, and you're on social media doing a lot of negative things, not trying to toast a girl. The girl goes to your handle and sees that you're actually the king of trolls. You're the ones that you're always insulting people. These are things that turn people off from you because it tells on your character. It tells on your thinking capacity, the kind of how you see the world and how you see things. Let me take a few comments on social media.
I want to take this comment. It's very important so that we can clarify. It's Prince Ajibade Isaac says, are you saying it is wrong to criticize public office holders because we might need their help in future? And that's not what we are saying.
Absolutely not. Because that's somebody taking it a different way.
Totally.
So there are people who criticize, and there's nothing wrong with criticism. It's fine. What we're alluding to is the fact that when you insult, when you troll people on social media, these things can come back to bite you. Now, when you insult or criticize a public officer for something he does, that is your own expression. That's your own thoughts and process about what he or she
you
is
start
doing.
up a lie.
It's not an insult. You are focusing on the job he has done. Okay, sir, you do not do the pumping machine, you do not do the road, you do not do this. You are focusing on issues. When you start to attack his character, oh, you are this, or you are that, you are foolish, you are stupid, then it shows the kind of person you are. And that person you are can affect your further and future relationships. That's what we're saying. So there are different things. Criticize issues. Be responsible in your criticism. But when you insult people, it tells on who you are as a person. And that's what people must see. Let me take this call. I'll come to you. Oh, Wolabi, good morning. Are you there, Wolabi? Oh, I'm sorry, lost that call. Go ahead.
Wolabi, John Wachuku says, regarding social media, we should be very cautious, especially posting sensitive information such as bank accounts online. Afo says, it is delusional to expect pleasant comments on attacking the show, says that it is delusional for us to expect pleasant comments on the show. Apart as regards work, that's a given. Because this morning I just called out a disco. I have a relationship with most of the staff there. I've been under that disco for years. But the service is not top-notch, and I'm tired of making phone calls. So sometimes you say the truth, but what I'm saying, I can verify. I'm not coming out to just come and hate on an institution. It's poor service. You can call that out. You can talk about, say the truth, but somebody created a lie, carried my picture, put it on a post, a blogger, and sent it out and brought my kids inside. Something he could not verify and hid behind the keeper till today. And he thinks that, oh, if I meet this person, this will slide. If I ever find that person and the name that I have is the same name I'm being introduced as, I would not welcome that person because that's a wicked person. That's deliberate evil act.
I think going on social media to say, oh, this person is an olosho, or this person is a prostitute, when you have no evidence.
You are not married. They do not collect your husband.
You have no evidence that the person is a prostitute, and you go there and you say, you're a prostitute, you are this. I think it's not responsible. If I post my naked breasts on social media, and you come at me, I deserve whatever comment I get because I posted my naked breast by myself. Nobody posted it for me. So if you come and say, your breast is not fine, me post some. But if I post my naked breast and you come at me and say, you are a prostitute,
okay, let's
my posting my naked breast also make me a prostitute.
Somebody
let's talk about freedom of speech and expression.
It's free. Just to elaborate on YK's example. So somebody posts a breast, no face, and you come and deliberately tag YK that breast is YK's, and then you start hate comment on YK. YK is wondering why people calling breast. I did not even know.
Even if she puts her own face, even if somebody puts her own face, the point.
I'm saying the level of.
Okay, let's look at the flip side. The flip side is the freedom of speech and expression. So even though, this is Joy's face, Joy put her entire nudity on social media, and I'm looking at Joy, and I call her all sorts of names. Now, it is my freedom. I have that freedom to say what I choose. And there's nothing wrong in you expressing your freedom to the point you want to. What we are trying to say is that as you're expressing that freedom, know that that expression can affect you in future. You can call the person, you can insult them, you can call them good, you can call them bad. Say it as you wish. But know that because your footprints are there, in future, you might end up meeting that Joy for a job. She might actually end up being your boss at some point, and then realize that
she might even end up being your sister-in-law.
Be your sister-in-law. She can be anybody.
And then she comes inside family. You cannot verify what you have said.
So the point is, we must understand that everything we say, we must be responsible for it.
Very important.
Because it can come back. So that person is trying to make it look as if our own show. There are different things. You can say whatever you like. We've been attacked now. We get attacked.
They attack us all the time.
Every day on social media. It's your freedom of expression. You can attack. Say as you wish. It's fine. But understand, be responsible for the repercussions of that speech against me or against whoever it is you're doing it. I think we're going to wrap up on this because I'm told our celebrity guest is here. We're going to go, but in the nutshell, I think we've already hit this. We've reiterated it several times. Yep. We must be responsible on social media. That's pretty much what we're saying. Because no matter what we do, it tells on our character. Because at the end of the day, when the dust settles, we all have to be responsible and take ownership for every single thing we post.
I want to give you a very good example. I met Antnam in London. He's one of our YouTubers. And I met him. Now, if Aunt Nam had been someone who just used to come and be abusing the show, he will not come up to me. He will not be able to come up to me. But because any comment he makes is responsible, and it's not always positive.
Yeah.
And Nam does not make always positive comments about the show.
Yes.
If he feels something, he will say it. But he has been responsible about whatever he has said.
Yes.
When he came up to me, I was happy to meet him.
Yeah.
If he had been someone who said, YK, your head is not correct. Mariah, you are a fool. Nima, you are this.
What sorts of things?
I will just, if he will not even come up to meet me because, I will just run. We're ready today.
All right, we have to wrap up. That's all we can take on this segment. Just be responsible with whatever you post.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, we're going to bring in our celebrity guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back.